Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In this one, I'm taking you to the Stitch Festival 2025. If you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that this is the event of the year for me. I go every single year. It's so much fun. And this year was the best yet. So to summarise, the Stitch Festival is a huge sewing and crafting show in the Business Design Centre in Islington, London. And it's a 4-day event filled with fabric stalls, crafting stalls, knitting stalls, catwalks and displays and talks. There's workshops that go on. It's hugely busy. It's a great way to meet sewing friends in real life as well. And it's just wonderful. I love it so much. I always have the best time. And this year was just next level. It was so great. We did it slightly differently this year. Usually it's just my mum and I, and we go on the Friday, but this year we went with a big group of friends that I've met through Instagram. Some I've met before and some are new friends, and we shared a house for the weekend, so we made a weekend of it, which was a blast. Honestly, it was so much fun. I mean, I'm a broken woman right now. This is a couple of days later and I still haven't recovered. So the Saturday compared to the Friday is worlds apart. It was so busy. So I'll be honest with you, the footage that I've got is not as good as what I got last year in terms of shopping and things. And this year I did it slightly differently. I wasn't there just for the fabric shopping. I really wanted to meet people. I met loads of you. It was so heartwarming. Honestly, the amount of you that stopped me just blew me away. I was so overwhelmed with love by the end of the day. It was great. Full disclaimer, I was given complimentary tickets this year. So this video is not sponsored by the Stitch Festival, but I did receive free tickets. However, I would have fully paid to enter because I wouldn't have missed that for the world. This year, it was mainly about just being there and taking it all in and being a part of the community rather than just the shopping. But as you can see, I still managed to get some shopping in. Don't worry, there was some damage done. I went with a list and I went with a budget, and do you think I stuck to either of those? I'm going to take you to the Stitch Festival and we'll find out later. Welcome to the Stitch Festival 2025. We are here. There was a huge queue outside, but it cleared really quickly. We were in within about 15 minutes. I went straight upstairs to make a beeline for some of the stalls that I knew were going to get really busy throughout the day, and just have a little look around, suss out where everything was so I could get ready to shop later on. My first visit was over to Stitch Fabrics. They're always heaving during the day, so this was a really great time to just have a little look at everything that they've got, have a rummage through while there was plenty of space. Stitch Fabrics do ex-designer fabrics. I've picked up Dolce prints from here, Versace as well, and they have a huge variety from linens to silks to laces, and there was such an amazing selection this year. I think this has probably been their best yet. I was on the lookout for some linen, so I was looking more at those sections and the cottons, and there were loads of lovely summery prints. I then headed over to Roy's Material World. This is one of my favourite stands at the show. Roy doesn't have an online shop. They only have their shop up in Leicester, so I don't normally get to shop with them, and they always bring the best bits to the shows. They have designer cotton lawns, Liberty prints, beautiful viscoses, cotton poplins as well. There's loads to choose from. I was on the hunt for some cotton lawns. I found this beautiful print, and then I spotted this embroidered cotton as well. It was really hard to choose a favourite. There were so many gorgeous prints for really good prices. The quality is amazing and the variety is incredible too. He had some really gorgeous viscoses this year, but I had to leave them because I'm on a viscose ban. I was very tempted by this one though. And then I spotted the other colourway of the cotton lawn I'd picked up earlier. I might have to go back for this one because the colours were amazing. It's really not showing up very well on my camera, but it's the most beautiful mix of blues, and this one was gorgeous too. I headed upstairs to have a look at some of the smaller stores, and I went to find my friends as well. Jen was there making some purchases. On the trend patterns store, they had some really gorgeous remnants on there. The jacquards were amazing. They also had some really beautiful wool tweeds, but I didn't need any wool, so I left this one even though I loved it. I found the stand that I went to last year that had all of the beautiful vintage lace trims. I was looking for something really specific for a project, and they didn't have it in the right colour because I needed a bright white, but they've got loads and loads of gorgeous trims and laces and bits here. It's such a lovely store. We then headed further along and I found the Generate by Jen Hogg stall. She has loads of different types of rulers on this stall. It's really, really interesting. Loads of handy little gadgets. Next up was Ethel Joan. They have beautiful, beautiful buttons here. There's so many to choose from. It was really busy though, so it was quite hard to get close. But I was after one of these magnetic pin dishes. I picked the orange and pink one in the middle. I have a really horrible pin dish, so I was desperate for an upgrade. A bit further along was one of my favourite fabric shops, Sister Mintaka. I was so excited to visit. There's a few fabrics here that I've been looking at online, and it was really nice to go and feel them. The quality of her viscoses is incredible. Sandeep has such a great eye for colour and prints. The fabric selection here was amazing. I also spotted my Liberty cotton from my birthday dress as well. This particular fabric though was the one that I really, really wanted to see in person. I've been looking at it for ages, and as soon as I felt it and saw the quality, I had to have it. Sandeep was also wearing a jacket in this fabric as well, which sold me completely. It looked amazing. I need one of my own. A few of my friends were walking the catwalk this time. I didn't do it myself because I wasn't brave enough. So I went down to support, and this was lovely because everyone was there. It was a really great opportunity to chat. Look at Susie's outfit. This is incredible. A full three-piece outfit, and the top is reversible. Jen made this stunning corduroy pattern from Trend Patterns. It's just fabulous, and the fit is amazing. And then Charlene made this really beautiful asymmetric dress in this lemon print too. So cute for summer. This was a work of art. She is such a talented lady. Look at that on the back. It's the Liberty storefront. I wish I got a better video of this, so sorry that you can't really see. After we paused for lunch, I went to have a look at all the garments. These were all of the Liberty makes. There were some really, really cute ones. I loved the pajamas. I think it's about time I make myself some nice Liberty print pajamas. Silk on this two-piece set is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if Liberty still sell this, but if they do, I need it. The lighting is really not doing it justice. The show was laid out slightly differently this year, and by the catwalk you had an indie biz village full of small business stalls. I went over to the Edit by Narissa to go and have a look at her fabrics because they're being discontinued, and I wanted to pick up more of this gorgeous print. If you like the look of any of them, make sure to move quick because once they're gone, they're gone. Then headed downstairs to see my favourites at Rainbow Fabrics. It was so busy, so the footage is not the best from here. I'm really sorry. Jen was finding some really, really great prints. How pretty is this one? I was really trying to avoid satins, but I also absolutely loved this blue one with the tropical print. It was the most amazing quality. But this cotton was amazing. There was only a tiny bit left on the roll, so I took it and clung onto it for dear life. They had a huge variety this year. Normally they have loads and loads of viscoses, but there are a lot more embroidered cottons,
a lot more linens. Also had a big table with Indian block prints, all for £12 per metre, that you could kind of rummage through and take pieces of. And then they had another store over the other side where you had remnants bins where you could rummage through. It was all £5 per metre and there was loads to choose from. It was far too busy to get close though. I spotted this blue embroidered cotton that I've been eyeing up for a while. Very, very tempted to order that one online. And then it was over to another one of my favourites, Fabric Godmother. It's always really busy here, so it was really, really hard to get close. I wanted to have a look at a few of their fabrics and feel them. I wasn't particularly after anything because all of their prints are sold online, and I thought it would be better to make an online purchase. But they had loads of beautiful stuff. They had some Liberty prints with them as well. Lots of lovely lightweight Tana lawns. And of course they had their whole selection of their fabrics too. All of their fabrics are so bold and so unique. I'm obsessed with pretty much every single one. I love this pink and red satin. I really didn't need it, so I left it, but I was very tempted to pick it up because the quality is really nice. But this stole the show for me. I very nearly bought this, but I had no idea what I was going to make with it, so I left it. I also really love this banana print viscose Lurex fabric. I thought that would be so fun for a festival outfit later in the summer. Just across from Fabric Godmother was Maison Fauve, and they had these really beautiful crochet style fabrics in loads of different colours. I'm really regretting not picking up the brown one. It was stunning. They also had lots of viscose jacquard fabrics, again in a big range of colours, bright bold colours and more muted as well. This green was beautiful. This is much, much later in the day. We'd gone out of the show for a lunch break and come back in for a last sweep around for the last hour. I went over to Higgs & Higgs because they're one of my favourites, looking at their ginghams and their cottons because they're perfect for summer. And this one, the green, really, really caught my eye, but it is a cotton gauze, which I don't tend to sew with. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know I love these cable knit fabrics, and they had the pure white, which is stunning. I'm going to need to order this for a jumper. They also had some denims, which was what I was actually looking for, but these were a little bit heavy for what I had in mind. Of course, I had to go back to Stitch Fabrics because I'd left them empty-handed in the morning, and I was looking at this Balenciaga silk and I was so tempted. The colours were incredible. It had a jacquard on it as well. It was beautiful, but it was £45 a metre and I just couldn't justify it. Lovely team who run the store were showing me a few of their different prints that were buried a little bit deeper. This one is a Poochie print. And then this patchwork style viscose was really pretty as well, but it just wasn't my colour palette and I couldn't think of a project. But these embroidered linens stole the show for me. I did some digging and I found them in two more colours, green and pink as well. It was so hard to pick a favourite, but I loved the way that they looked together as well. Spoiler alert, I might have picked some up. Starting to run out of time, so I quickly went through past a few of the stores that I hadn't looked at earlier, including Lily Fabrics, Montreux Fabrics, seeing what they had to offer. A lot of them were offering viscose though, which was not what I was after, so I left it. But if you're looking for viscose, Lily Fabrics have some absolutely beautiful prints and they're really, really good prices as well. I've bought a few from them previously at shows and they wash like a dream, and they're so affordable as well. This one was really pretty and bold. It would have been perfect for a summer dress. I went over to have a look at the block print cottons. There's a huge stall every year in the corner and they have the most incredible selection. I was also told by a friend of mine that they were selling pre-made Indian block print quilted jackets this year, but I couldn't find them and I didn't have enough time to rummage through. So that's definitely something to look out for if you wanted to save time and money and just buy one. I think they're around £55, which is such a bargain for a quilted jacket in this fabric. And of course, we had to go back to Rainbow Fabrics when it had quietened down to have a look at what else they had to offer. There were still some really beautiful bits. I loved this cotton. It looked really, really high quality. It had this border print as well, which was really nice. I was very tempted by this viscose. I nearly broke my viscose ban for it, but I decided to leave it. Big regrets though. Jen picked this one up. I can't wait to see what she makes. But then we had to go. Security were literally kicking us out because the show was closed and we were all shopped out. The night wasn't over though. We headed back to the bar next door for some more 2-for-1 cocktails, and then ended up partying until 3 o'clock in the morning, dancing, laughing. It was the best weekend ever with some amazing sewing friends. I cannot wait until the next one.
And that is everything we got up to at the Stitch Festival on the Saturday. It was the best day ever. Honestly, I can't get over it. I'm on such a downer after it. I just want to go back and relive the whole thing. If you do have the opportunity to do 2 days, I would 100% recommend doing that. Go and see all the displays, the catwalks, and just immerse yourself in that, and then spend the Sunday fabric shopping, looking at things, and just taking it easy. The other thing I would recommend is take your own food and drink. Food there is not great and it's really, really expensive. You can get your hand stamped and leave the show and go out and eat and drink and come back, which is what we did this year, and it was great. There was a lovely bar just next door. It was happy hour, which was perfect, and they did the most amazing food. So that was great. We went out, we refueled, and then we came back in at about 5:30 for the final hour and did like a supermarket sweep style run round of all the things that we'd missed when it had been too busy earlier. The other thing I would do is get there as soon as possible. There is a queue, but it does move very, very quickly, and it just means that you get time to see the fabric stores before everything gets heaving. Or I would say come later in the day, because everything calms down after about 2-3 o'clock and all the stores clear out and things like that. So you could do either one. If you want to make a day of it, definitely get there early. We absolutely made a day of it, staying until it was closed. But if you can, and you've got the time and the energy, I would 100% do 2 days. It is well worth it. So let's talk about the list and the budget. So first up, the list was a fail. There were several things on my list that I didn't get. The first thing that I wanted was I really wanted some lightweight, dress weight denims. There's a couple of things that I really want to create, and I wanted a couple of different styles. I wanted like a deep blue denim and then a really rich kind of warm blue denim as well. Didn't find anything that was kind of suitable. So the other thing I wanted was I really wanted a polka dot linen blend fabric. I want to make a really beautiful 2-piece set for spring and summer, but again, I didn't find anything that was suitable for that. I didn't blow my budget, which I'm very proud of. So I had a huge fabric de-stash before we went, and I've been saving a little bit as well. So I had a £250 budget. I didn't want to spend any more than that, and I spent in total £200. Food and drink and whatever else, we definitely blew the budget, but that is what it is. London is very expensive to eat out and to drink, so that was always going to happen, especially with the group of girls that I went with. But in terms of fabric budget, I was under, which was really good. So the key thing I didn't want to do was I didn't want to buy any wools, because I have wools that I haven't used and I don't end up using them. I didn't want to buy viscose because I have lots of viscose, and I didn't want to buy satin. That was the main thing that I was trying to stick to. The other thing I was trying to stick to was not buying pink florals. As we can see, that was not successful. I have a lot of pink floral fabric, and every time I buy fabric at the moment, it's pink floral. It's my colour palette, it's my favourite colours to wear. I was trying to avoid that, broke that within 10 minutes of being there. So shall we have a look at what I bought? First up, this is not in order of when I purchased these, by the way, because I can't remember. But first up is a fabric I've been looking at for quite some time, and when I saw it in person, I was immediately sold. So Sandeep at Sister Mintaka has this beautiful, beautiful jacket out of this fabric, and she was actually wearing it on the day. And as soon as I saw it on her, I thought I have to have one, and I want to make one very, very similar. This is a beautiful jacquard fabric in the most incredible, incredible quality. And the best thing about it is it's fully reversible, which is so, so cool. So I really want to try and make a reversible jacket similar to Sandeep's. Hers had kind of puffy sleeves and was a bit more structured, and it had a big collar. I want to also try and use the frayed selvage of this as well. I bought 1.5 meters and it was £51. I never know with black and white whether it suits me because it's quite a bold colour palette, but honestly, I don't care. I needed this. I really, really needed it. So the next fabric I picked up from Narissa, the Edit by Narissa. I already own this fabric, but I needed a little bit more. It's so beautiful. This is a cotton lawn with fruit stickers on it. It's so, so cute and summery. And Narissa has actually made, I think it's the Rose Cafe bustier dress using this fabric, and it's got loads of tiers and gathers on it, and it's absolutely beautiful. So when I bought 1.5 meters of this originally, I regretted it straight away because I wanted a big dress out of it. So I bought another 1.5 meters to make, oh no, I picked up another meter, which should be enough for me to make a strappy sundress, something really, really cute and pretty. And this was, I think £12, but I can't exactly remember. I'm pretty sure it was £12. She is discontinuing this range of fabrics. So if you like this, make sure to go to her website as soon as possible because she's having a final sale on these and you won't want to miss out because the prints in that collection are amazing. This was my final purchase of the day. I went to Stitch Fabrics first thing in the morning and there were so many fabrics that I loved, but this one was right at the bottom and it's so different and so beautiful. I had to have it. I had to have it. So this is an embroidered linen fabric. It's got this green embroidery on it, floral scalloped edges. It's just sensational. And the best thing about this fabric is they had it in 2 colours. So I picked up the 2 colours. I got 1.5 meters of each because I think for a tiered summer dress, this will be amazing. I love how the 2 colours look together. They did have a blue as well, but I didn't feel like the blue worked as well with these 2. I think these complement each other so, so well. But this is definitely going to be more of a summery project. So it's gonna go away for a little bit until the weather warms up. I cannot wait though. This dress is going to be amazing. Next up, my purchases from Rainbow Fabrics. You'll know they're one of my favourite fabric companies ever. I work with them and just love them. They're great. And they had a really, really great selection of fabrics this year. I told you I didn't want to pick up satins. And technically I didn't purchase this. Yusuf gave this to me, which was really, really kind. He actually gave it to my friend Jen after he'd seen me eyeing it up and said, can you please give this to Gina from us? And that was really, really sweet. But I love this satin. It's absolutely beautiful. Now this does have a few marks on it. So I believe it was reduced. So it's this really beautiful bright blue with this kind of faded tropical print on it. And I'm off to Glastonbury Festival this summer. So I'm thinking about outfits already, and I think this would make a really, really cool Glastonbury outfit. It'll be so much fun. And then the other thing that I've picked up is something that I've seen in their Instagram lives. They tend to do lives where they show us what they're looking at when they're out in Turkey, picking up their fabrics. And this one, when I saw it, I immediately said, that looks like Zimmermann. And it does. This beautiful floral striped cotton. It is sensational, and there was only a bit left and I bought the lot. I was clinging onto this roll of fabric because I did not want anyone to take this from me because I desperately needed it. It's the most amazing, amazing quality. I got 4 meters because I've got a big dress in mind. I'm going to be popping up my spring sewing plans at the end of this week, so I'll share exactly what I plan to make with this one. But it's going in the pre-wash immediately because I am obsessed. It looks so expensive. It's also really wide as well. So I'm hoping it should work perfectly with the pattern that I've got in mind. This fabric was the one that broke my pink floral ban. I saw it and I just loved it. It's my colour palette and it's just the loveliest quality. It's not viscose at least, it's cotton lawn, but look at this, it's so cute. So this was from Roy's Material World and it's this ditzy pink floral print. So I got 3 meters of this. I bought it as soon as I saw it. And then I did some digging and I saw the blue colorway, which I love equally as much. So I'm very, very tempted to message him and ask if I can have that. These kind of floral prints are just perfect for so many different projects. And I really struggle to find ditzy prints that I love. So why not have it in both colors? Why not? If it's gonna get used, it's just lovely though. It's so lightweight. It's gonna be perfect for spring and summer. And it's all my favorite colors together. So it was worth breaking my pink floral ban for. And then last but certainly not least, something a little bit different for me. I really struggle with yellow tones on my skin because I have a very olivey undertone. But since going back to my natural hair colour and going a bit darker, I feel like I can get away with them now. And I saw this fabric and I fell in love with it. This was from Roy as well. It's an embroidered cotton in this beautiful yellow shade. It's Naples yellow, according to my mum. And if you don't know, I got married in Sorrento last year, so I immediately had to have this. I love it so much. There was also a blue, which I really, really liked, but this one is so, so dreamy. And it's going to make the perfect spring top. I got 2 meters of it. And one thing I didn't notice until I unboxed it in front of the girls is it's actually got a scalloped edge, which I'll be able to trim the excess off and use. So I need to rack my brain and figure out a good pattern that will utilize that scalloped edge as much as possible. But this is beautiful. I can't wait to make a cute little spring top out of this one. So that is everything I got up to and picked up at the Stitch Festival 2025. I'm so happy with all of my purchases. This was the best year yet for fabric shopping, in my opinion. I feel like the quality of fabric was so much better, and I spoke to lots of people who said the same. I was really, really impressed. So now I need to try and get over the Stitch Festival blues and wait until next year, but I will definitely be going back. And if you decide to go next year and you see me there, make sure you say hi. It was so lovely to meet you all. I am going to be doing a spring sewing plans video where I'll be sharing the patterns and the exact plans for a few of these fabrics, so keep an eye out for that video. But thank you so much for watching today's vlog and joining me. If you went this year, please let me know what you picked up and what your favourite stalls were and your favourite things to see and do. I would love to know. Let's chat all things Stitch Festival down in the comments. But that's everything from me today. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Take care and happy sewing. Bye.